Welcome back to Game Does Play Games, where we play games and talk game design. And we're back with more Mega Man 2 for the last time for this recording session. I know, I'm sorry, it was very short this time, but we're releasing other fun stuff too, so if we haven't already released it.
Also, we'll start off the episode by saying, if you want to keep us to finish this, you just let us know. You gotta vote.
There's a voting system at the end. If you've been skipping the end, you're missing out on a lot of fun.
That'd be a lot of episodes if you've been watching the game and realize that. We're gonna go to Bubble Man because I don't remember if Quick Man's that's who he's good against or not, but
he has a
Bubble
snorkel.
Man. Look at him.
He has a snorkel on the top of his head.
It's like a little, I think it's a little hose or something.
Is anyone gonna tell him that snorkels don't work that way? You have to. The snorkel has to be above water.
Look at this. Look at this water.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that messes with my head. And you know, it's just that's a two frame animation. That's all that is.
Okay, actually I wanted to die here because I wanted to point something out. I had 1 life left because of the previous stages. And then I died.
Well, that was a short episode.
It was. So now I have to start over, right? So your lives carry over even if you have less than a standard 3, which means the primary strategy would be
stock up on lives.
Stock up on lives, or if you've run, if you're below 3, then just kill yourself at the beginning of the next stage so you get back up to 3. Because otherwise, you'd have 1 life, get halfway through the stage, die, and have to do it all over again.
That is a little awkward. Yeah, I don't know why they would have chosen to do it that way. I guess it was probably a system so that they probably were on the side of like, well, if the player has more lives than the standard, then we don't want to remove them from the player. We want the player to be able to keep them.
Yeah, and I mean, they could have done both though, you know, right? If they had less.
Yeah, they could have done both. They might have.
Oops, I didn't jump, apparently. Once it starts falling, you're no longer touching it and you can't jump, is what I've just learned.
It's kind of how it actually works in real life too, so.
You don't know real life.
Mythbusters did a thing with that. There was the myth that if you were in a falling elevator, if you were to like jump off of the floor right before it collapsed, you would like be okay. But really, you're still falling almost as fast as the elevator, just a little bit less fast. So you still die.
Oh yeah, because your like little like amount that you jump is not going to counter the fact that you're falling at like 180 miles an hour.
Right. Yeah. You're falling at 180 miles an hour. If you jump, you're falling at 179 miles an hour. Like, it's not enough to counter that force. But Mega Man.
I'm down to 1 life, by the way, so we're going to do this all with 1 life.
Ooh,
we're not.
Nice.
I'm going to die. Oh, all right.
You never know. Sometimes you actually are good at games.
Sometimes. Not often. But
I mean, to be fair, you're actually making Mega Man 2 seem a lot easier than it actually is. Because if it were me playing this, which is why I'm not playing this, in these 3 episodes, I would have beaten 1 level, maybe 1.5.
That's because most of Mega Man, the time spent in Mega Man goes to the fact that you just keep dying over and over again. Really? You don't do anything special here? These guys, they take 1 life or 1 hit to kill, and they don't do anything.
It is kind of arbitrary, especially that guy on a platform that, like, that there's that much space for him to not be in range of hitting you, and then this tiny little space where he will be.
So in case you haven't noticed, I am in water, which means that naturally I jump higher.
Ooh, I like this guy though.
Oh! Shit.
I ate too much and now it's spilling out of me.
Yeah.
He does have a kind of horrified look on his face.
Why is this happening?
Why do these keep coming out? There shouldn't be this many.
Yeah. Good. Screw those guys.
I hate water levels. Although, I think the jump height in this is really the only difference. Because you don't seem to be moving any slower. And obviously you're not swimming. Although
if I am moving slower, it's honestly, by the way, making this look super easy too. If I am moving slower, it's actually probably because there's too many things on the screen. And it's not.
And it's just kind of lagging.
It's lagging, yeah. Mega Man, ever since the beginning until like Mega Man 6, it has always had certain lag issues at certain points in games. Invincibility Rush.
Nice. Wow, it really is a lot longer than you'd think it would be. Meanwhile, there's this frog that's like, I'm gonna spit my babies at you.
That's like kind of the theme of this stage. It's
spitting babies.
Spitting babies. That's the name of the episode.
I mean, if we learned anything from the aquatic adventure of The Last Human, apparently all aquatic creatures just find their babies to be weapons of the disposable sword.
Classic Mega Man thing to jump over a pit and then an enemy to fall down at the exact same time. So you learn to get near the edge and then wait for something to pop out from the ceiling.
To stagger your movement.
All right. And also, this is letting you know that you're going to be fighting underwater.
And I think this is one thing that's been talked to death about, but I feel like as a game design show, it's our duty to at least mention this once. This section you're in right now, that's the entryway to the boss battle, that's this is level design one of the most classic choices I think that was ever made in Mega Man. Was this present in Mega Man 1 also?
I believe it was.
So the reason why this right here is so important is because it's establishing that there's a boss battle on the other side of this door. And even if you've never played Mega Man before, you've never even understood this concept before, and if this is your first level in Mega Man, you know that the first time you go through that door, you see the sign that says Wily, or the big Wily W on it. You see this weird door
that comes down.
And you enter this narrow hallway where nothing is happening, and you know, nothing never happens in Mega Man. Nothing. There's always someone out to kill you. So here where there's nothing, you know that there's something even bigger beyond that door.
And then even once you get used to that, you suddenly walk across the door and you're like, all right, time to pull out whatever weapon I think is going to work, which is what's happening here. I don't know if this is the weapon to fight this guy or not, but let's find out.
We'll find out the hard way. But yeah, and a lot of game design shows or game design nerds talk about that a lot. But it's really important to talk about that too, because it's effective for a lot of reasons. Wow. Well, One Life Nathan did it again.
One Life Nathan. That's what they called me in prison. Game prison.
Who hired you on the show?
I don't know. What's happening?
Actually, that's a mean statement. Not all people in prison are actually that horrible. But we're not getting political on the show.
Bullet lead. Bubble lead.
Bubble lead. Bubble lead.
Meh.
What? What?
So I think that's an important thing to point out is when you have the boss's weakness and use the correct thing, you ruined them. And that was a huge difference between Mega Man and Mega Man X, because in Mega Man X you would you could crush some bosses with their weakness, but most of the time when you used their weakness on them, you changed them. Elephant Man or whatever his name was.
Cut off his trunk.
Yeah, and then you had my favorite was the Armadillo, who would he was had the shell on, but then the moment you hit him with his weakness, his shell fell off.
Yeah,
you could hit him anytime you wanted.
Oh, so cool! I always loved that too.
Yeah. Probably don't have enough time to finish this, but I still wanted to point out Heatman's stage.
Well, you only have one life left anyway, so
let's go.
We've got 2 minutes.
I'm at least gonna try to get to the point where I wonder. Going along with the bullet lead lead, boom, boom, boom. Oh, those.
Oh, this is another level that I tested out after I bought this. These leaves are not protecting you very much. Also, I do not imagine leaves are the most effective for a lava level. Do the boomerang, when they come back to you, does it replenish your ammo, or are they just gone?
Well,
because that was a thing in Mega Man X.
I seem to be not running out of ammo.
Or very slowly running out of ammo.
This is a cool weapon, by the way, because it actually allows you to hit things at a different angle than just straight ahead.
That's actually a really good point, because Mega Man is pretty much just pure horizontal shots. That really does change things up a bit. I'm actually, that makes me happy that you don't consume ammo with that very fast, because that actually does mean you could use it as a legitimate weapon for most of a stage.
I know in was it this one or Mega Man 1 where there was whatever the fire boss stage, you beat him and then you could just use his weapon was so powerful. Weapon was so powerful that you could just use it throughout the whole game pretty much. Most of the time. All right, so this is all about learning the pattern and then moving on, and you'll notice I had to jump straight up to get onto that second level, and that's going to be a classic Mega Man thing for the rest of every Mega Man ever.
Now, do you think that's fair level design, though? I feel like requiring a player to time things so precisely like that is more frustrating than it is fun.
I agree, actually.
Although maybe that's hypocritical because I did make a one-dimensional game that actually functioned purely on those mechanics.
That is fair. But at least in that case, that was the main. No.
That was the main point of the game. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I saw you get pushed off from that last time.
No, my fight body.
Your fight body?
It's a quote from. Oh, thank you for showing up. I just kind of took a leap right there. It's a quote from Street Fighter 4. It was stupid. All right, so boom, and this is the real test. Where's this going?
Boy.
Where's it going? See, like I was like, I don't know. Should I jump off? Maybe it's gonna show up there.
So you just have to memorize it at that point.
Basically, yeah. You watch it, you memorize
so
it.
Mean.
It's another classic, example of. Dang. It's another example of like Mega Man's all about showing you the threat first, and then you're expected to, like, if you die from there, it's your own fault. Damn. Because, you know, it showed you what to do. It's not its fault that you ran into the fire.
For the most part, that's true. Not that you're running into fire here, but it's like, the reason I don't like this is because it's so time-consuming.
Damn. Right there.
And maybe that didn't bother a lot of players back when this game first came out, because this was still new, right? So people were like, I don't care how frustrating it is. It still is fun.
I'm going to beat this game. Especially because games weren't very long, so, you know, whatever they could do to extend the length of the game. Nah, damn it.
I mean, to be fair, I think this game was in the era of games where it was like game length was not criteria for a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, it certainly was a selling point because this is just following like the systems of Atari, where game length was never a consideration. It was just like, we only have so many bytes of data to work with. This game can't be long no matter what we do.
And I hate. And this is what every Mega Man player goes through. Quite a bit. There we go. Hey. Got it. All right. Hey. And then one up. Well, there we go.
There's your one life.
So.
Oh. Guess you have one more.
No.
Yeah, we can call it here. I mean, this is pretty easy to get back to this point anyway. We're
totally not playing. Yeah.
We've been revealed, or whatever the right word is.
I'm playing this on a semi-modern console.
We don't have a working NES, otherwise. Or buying the original.
But I don't have a copy of original Mega Man 2.
Yeah, original Mega Man 2 would be expensive as hell. I'm sure.
I think it's something like $45.
I mean, I guess like I would spend that money on a normal new release game.
That was Mega Man 6. Mega Man 6 was like $45, something like that. I fucking love that game. Anyway,
that's all we have for this. But right now, in this voting section, you can vote for more Mega Man 2, and maybe we'll even finish it, because, I mean, we're moving through this pretty quick, so it'll only take long once you get to the point where you're trying to fight Wily and getting to him. But we'll see. If you guys want to see
with all the sub-bosses in between Wily.
Yeah. But if you want to see more, be sure to vote. I actually really enjoyed this. I think that there's so much good design talk involving Mega Man that it's like... I don't feel like we're struggling to find things to talk about, which is really...
Sometimes you're like, what do you think of the shrubs? You think that they're too shrubby?
This was an easy playthrough. Yeah, although
pretty good playthrough.
You're also good at it, so that helps. So question today, should we make this general and be like, you know, what do you think of Mega Man 2 in general? How does it compare design-wise to the other Mega Mans?
Actually, I'm going to twist that a little bit and say, besides what we've talked about, why do you think that Mega Man 2 has become legendary when it comes to level design? Bam!
I like that, actually, because that, this goes into historical roots, even.
Yeah, look at that. Game Appreciation 101. All right, guys.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. See you later.
Goodbye.
Headlander.